Uh-oh.
Hi, everybody. It's yoga, MoveEasy Yoga with Via. Today is September 21st, 2021. And we're going to start in the regular fashion. Well, this is my new regular fashion, actually. Legs up on a chair, bent knees. Supine, maybe with some towels or a sponge ball or something under your head. And we're going to be here for 7 seconds while you watch your breath.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Well, we missed you, Kathy. Oh, Kathy makes an honest teacher out of me sometimes. Just lying here, if you'd like, you can add a chest opener by bringing your arms into cactus and bringing your hands, forearms to the floor, or to pillows if you can't reach the floor. And just watching your breath.
I have found it. Oh. This is something. Oh, to find out from
Let's see, I think I will mute some. Stay right there. And move your head to right, just a cervical rotation, just gently right, left, right, left. Opening up the cervical spine, releasing it, releasing your neck and shoulders too. Just slowly. There's nowhere to go. We're not in a hurry. When you've done about 6, go ahead and make a figure 8 with your nose. When you're done about 6, reverse your figure 8. When you've done about 6, come back to center, vagus nerve reset. Don't move anything except your eyeballs and shift your eyeballs to the right. And wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. And come back to center and shift your eyeballs to the left. And wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. Come back to center and repeat that 2 more times without my cueing. And then finish up. And we're going to do head ramping. So you can bring your hands behind your head and fingers interlaced, or you can put therapy balls behind your head, or you can put a sponge ball. Whatever you do, what you're going to do after that, after you set yourself up, you're just going to press your base of your skull, the back of the base of the skull, into the ground, into the floor behind you. And the whole back of the skull slides away from your shoulders and your chin drops. Hold it for a little bit and then release it. And then repeat about 5 more times. And finish up. Come up to standing for the 6-point foot release with the Neuro ball. We're going to do one side at a time. Unlike the hand release, you're going to need to, could be a balancing pose. So you need to be near a safe point, a wall or a chair. Six points, starting in the middle of the foot at the top near the metatarsal mound. Kathleen, I hope you found your Neuro balls. You can use tennis balls or yoga tune-up therapy balls instead of Neuro balls if you don't have Neuro balls, but I highly recommend them for their properties. And just start with the right foot at point number 1. And we're going to time for 40 seconds. It's an arbitrary time. If you have more time, you could do it for 60 seconds or longer, or you could do it again later in the day. Okay, move to point number 2, right in the middle of the foot, smack dab in the middle. You could do this seated. I'm doing it squatting on the floor with my butt on a pillow or a cushion so that I can still talk to you and watch Kathy. So excited about my mask. Okay, next one is below that second point, near the edge of the calcaneus, the heel, front of the edge of the heel. Position number 4 is back up to the center and then to the outside edge of the foot. And you'll find your own spot here. There are a couple different places you could be. And just breathing and try to stand in good posture. If your tendency is to round your back, just squeeze, gently squeeze your scapula together. Retraction of the scapula. This will open your chest and improve your posture. Number 5, position number 5 is on the inside edge of the foot. Lean into it. Position number 4 is straight up above position number, wait a minute. Position number, we did 4, 5, position number 6.
6, yes.
6 is above position number 5, just below the big toe mound. Okay. Let's switch to the other foot. If you want to, you can walk around a little bit and notice the difference between the foot you've just worked on and the foot that's coming up. Okay, go ahead and start at the top or the center of the foot, top middle. Number 2 is right in the middle. Number 3, a little farther down near the front of the heel. Number 4, back up to the center and out to the outside edge of the foot. Number 5 is the inside edge of the foot. Center. The last one, straight up, just underneath the big toe mound. Okay. Now, go ahead and walk around the room and see if you notice a difference. As have the nerve endings on the bottom of the feet released. Maybe you'll feel closer to the ground, more aware of your movements. Just take a walk around and see what you find. Each individual experience will be different. And then you're going to lie down supine for core work. This is for you, Arvin. The last time we did this, she noticed it a lot in her abs. When you notice something, when you feel a little bit of achy breaky maybe after, this just means you've touched a location that needs your attention. So lie on your back. I'm going to try to do this too. Lie on your back, but I'll start you out first. Bend your knees, come up into tabletop. And now go ahead and straighten your knees, and straighten your legs and drop them as close to the floor as you can, and then bring them up. That's what you do. And you do it 10 times. Can you do the counting?
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So go ahead and bend your knees. You can bring your knees together and your feet apart. Just rest until you do, we're going to do 2 more sets.
Yay.
Yay. The abs say yay. Okay. Bend your knees and go ahead and count.
1, 2,
You may not be able to bring your legs as close to the floor as Kathy brings those.
3,
It's okay.
4,
Feel the abs working.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Bring your knees together and your feet apart. This is a nice resting position, and it especially focuses on releasing the psoas, which can be tight. And if you have lower back issues, it may be tight. This may be a position you want to take, resting position you'll want to take often. Ready for another one?
All right. Here we go. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, go ahead and rest again with your knees together, your feet wide, just resting, feeling a nice release in the psoas. And then find your strap, your yoga strap, or if you don't have a yoga strap, a towel, or hopefully a long one, or a tie or a bathrobe belt, something. And extend your left leg. If you want to do a closed chain, which is actually is more beneficial, if you can put your foot against a wall,
Oh, let me reposition.
closed chain, left foot against the wall, with the heel tucked into the corner of the wall and the floor, pressing in as if you were standing on that leg. And the right leg goes up to the ceiling. With your strap around it.
We're doing the right leg first?
The right leg is the lifted leg
Okay.
first. Hold on to your strap. I'm going to time. This is a bone building pose. I'm going to time for 40 seconds. You may want to use your strap to pull your leg, towards your face. You'll feel a stretch in the back of the hamstring. This is leg stretch number 1. We're going to do the whole series, all 3 of them. on this side, actually, and then we'll do the other side. Next one, you're going to take your leg out with both straps in your right hand and take your right leg out to the side, like Kathy's doing. And try to keep both hips on the floor. You may not go out as far as she's going out. Push your left leg into the wall and the floor as if you're standing on that leg. Bring it back. Put your strap in your left hand and bring your leg across, right leg across your body. If you'd like to, you can actually drop your left foot so the outside edge of the foot is along the floor and lift your right hip up so it's stacked over the left hip. And or you can just bring your leg across. Either one of those is fine. And whatever you do, 40 seconds. Nice stretch. Stop. Okay, switch to the left leg. Press the right foot, straighten it and press it into the floor, the corner of the floor and the wall. Pressing as if you're standing on it, and then just holding on to the strap with your left hand, with both hands, and then tugging on it. You can feel the hamstring stretching. Leg stretch number 1. Okay, leg stretch number 2, take your leg out to the left. Keep your hips lined up and pressed into the floor. And the next one, number 3, you bring it across towards the right. So bring it over and across. Remember, you can either keep both hips on the floor as you bring your leg across, or you can take your right foot and turn it so the outside edge of the foot is on the floor and the hips are stacked. Either way. Just breathing and enjoying the leg stretch here. It's a bone building stretch. Come on back. Let go of the strap. Stay on your back for core work. So we're going to do core work between every triplet. And you know the drill. When you bend your knees.
You want me to count?
You can count, Kathy.
1. Oops, I need to move a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, you know how to rest. Set 2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Rest. Set number 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yay. Rest. Go ahead and come up to standing for the 3-way ankle stretch first, and then a back bend at the wall, and then a spinal rotation at the wall. Or maybe if we have time, we'll do a side bend at the wall. Oh, maybe not. We'll see how time is. So you want to use your half round if you have one, or if you don't have one, a yoga block, probably a thinner one. Or if you don't have that, a rolled up towel, but it's nice to have the resistance of something.
A book would work.
A book would work. You want to put your right foot at the left edge of the half round. And I'm going to time you. The first thing we're going to do is nothing. Actually, it is a calf stretch, but you're not going to move. It's a static stretch. And just stay here and breathe and see if you can find good posture. Okay. Now you're going to start to move. So the first thing is straightforward flexion at the ankle. Remember, this is at the ankle. It's not at the knee. If you feel anything in the knee, you've gone too far. The knee does follow the flexion of the ankle. And just keep going, keep moving. This is dynamic while the timer goes. We could count reps instead of we're counting time. Okay, the next 40 seconds, you're going to forward flex to towards the outside edge of the foot. It's still forward flexion. It's just a slight angle. A nice opportunity to stretch and strengthen some of the subtle areas and directions that you can move in the ankle. And then come back, and this time forward flexion, but a little angled off to the inside edge of the foot. Just keep repeating that flexion. Flex, and then return and flex. All right. Switch sides. Just stay here. This is a calf stretch. Okay. So next, dynamic forward flexion. Just keep flexing and returning and flexing forward. And roll out the time here, 40 seconds. Okay, this time you're going to flex forward, but a little bit towards the outer edge of the foot. Now, continue to flex forward, but with an angle, slight angle towards the inside edge of the foot. Okay, find your way onto the floor for the core work. Supine, knees bent. Kathy can count, first set,
All right.
straight.
One. Oops, hold on. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. Nine. 10.
Okay, put your feet flat on the floor. This time we're going to do something else, especially since we're not going to get to any spine twist. This is a spinal rotation. Just drop your knees to the right and then bring them back with your abs and drop them to the left. And do that 2 or 3 times, and then we'll go back to the other set. So this is your interim. And if you notice, it is a spine twist. One more set,
Oh. Okay.
either way.
Okay.
You could have interpreted that either way. One more.
Yeah.
4 set. Go ahead.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Windshield wipers. One more set. come back for the final core work.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All righty, go ahead and find your way into a position for Yoga Nidra. Lying on your back. Maybe you'll have your feet up on a table, a chair or a bench. Feeling safe. Maybe you want to put a washcloth over your face, so this allows your eyes to sink deeper into their sockets. I'm going to lead you through a Yoga Nidra guided meditation, 61 points. Starting with attention to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And observing your abdomen as it rises and falls. Now bring your attention and awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes our 61-point guided Yoga Nidra meditation. Go ahead and start to stretch and wiggle, stretching your legs along the floor, your arms overhead by your ears, and stretching in both directions and trying to create some space between your pelvis and your rib cage. Wiggle and stretch one side and then the other and then both. And then wiggle your fingers and your toes. And rotate your wrists and your ankles. And then in the other direction. Hug your right knee to your chest. Hug your left knee to your chest. Hug both knees to your chest. And rock from side to side. And whenever you're ready to, go ahead and roll all the way over into a fetal position. Bottom arm is a pillow. Stay here and take a minute to thank yourself for bringing yourself to this yoga self-care practice. Thank your abs. Use your top hand to bring yourself up to seated. I'm going to turn the spotlight off. I'm going to choose gallery view. I could unmute people, or people could unmute themselves probably now too. Just bring your hands into prayer pose and press a little bit. Find your scapula. No mask. How could this be?
There it is. You have to show your whole face for that.
Oh, okay. I hope nobody saw my cold sores. Anyway. All right. Now, just lift the base of your skull up away from your shoulders so that you can nod forward, nod your skull forward, keep the spine straight, nod and bow, bow, bow. Acknowledging and honoring the light in each of us. And knowing that we're all one. We're going to close the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, everybody.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody. I'm going to turn off the recording if I can find it. It seems to be behind